Where is he?
He's right here.
You are amazing.
Oh, just in general, that's like we're off to a great start.
In general, but you know, in particular, this is a really great role for you, and you play it. You've got so many edges to the character of Alex. I love it.
Oh, thanks. Well, it was a fun one to play. I mean, David wrote a fun character. I got to do a lot of things. I got, oh, and there he is now, speaking of the master.
David likes to be a lurky-loo on interviews so that he can feed you lines of things to say about him.
Okay, well, now that he's watching, no pressure. Let's continue saying how wonderful he is, how he encapsulates brilliance in any room that he's in, and.
I release the hostages.
All right, thank God.
His directorial style glistens in the heavens.
Yes, let's keep talking about David. Let's just keep talking about David.
I want to talk about you in this fabulous role, and how did this part come to you?
I'm represented at the same firm that Zach McGowan is, and a manager over there read the script for Zach and then sent it my way. And once I read it, and I also was sent a short film that David had did. I really responded to the character. I thought, well, there's nobody else that should play this part but me. And David made this great short, so I knew he had a style and a flair as a director. And I called him up and begged and pleaded, and he finally agreed. And next thing you know, I was in Chicago.
And then you're playing son to Ed Begley Jr.
Yes, Ed. Who, I mean, what can you say about Ed? He's just as lovely as a person could be. He's such a gracious actor and a gracious person. He's sort of, when Ed was working, we just knew that we were going to have fun. There was going to be laughs. We were going to be spontaneous. And there he is now, the two of them.
Oh, come, Ed. Come get on camera with your son.
Yeah, of course. My son. My wonderful son.
And we have a mutual friend, Jerry Burns.
I love Jerry Burns. Yes, he did.
Okay, good.
He loved you.
Because if he didn't, I was going to call him and yell at him.
He loved you. He's crazy about you.
Let's do a two-way, a three-way.
Okay. The two of you have such, and you and I talked about this on my show on Monday. The two of you have such an incredible chemistry together. Very believable as father and son.
Because he's very tolerant of the elderly. That's why. He's very patient. I got a little disoriented there in Chicago, wandering around. But am I going to take the trolley? Where do I go? Yeah. Where's the red car?
It was just basically, it was like 3 weeks of me just flagging Ed down. Ed, it's over here.
Over
the set's over here.
Do I get a horse and buggy to go back to my room? Where do I go? He's very patient.
He would tell stories about how he used to have to walk uphill to work when he was a kid, both ways.
Exactly.
It's like 6 miles in the snow. Yeah. You're too young to remember these things, Ashton.
Yeah, I know. Especially when I stand next to this guy, I feel like.
I'm wearing lifts to try to get the upper hand with him, or the upper foot, I should say. He's so good in the movie.
Oh.
Have you seen the movie yet?
Twice.
Oh, wow.
That's right. That's right. You told me. I forgot.
Yeah.
You saw it twice. Good for you. This is going to be my third time seeing it. I saw the original cut, which I liked. It was a fine film. But now this new cut, which we're going to see tonight again, is fantastic. It's just he took a wonderful film and made it even better. David's a highly skilled editor among many other skills.
Yeah, and I think for both of you as actors, does that help you when you have a director who is also a skilled editor in terms of cutting down prep time, shot time, setup time, a guy who knows what he wants?
Yeah, certainly, and also when you do have a movie that you're making with budget constraints, it's really helpful to have somebody who knows how it's going to look in the finished product. So David was like super prepared. Like when we got there, the day was mapped out really well, and we always made our days. And I mean, there was room to improvise and whatnot, but it just really flowed really quickly. And I think that's because David just had himself so prepared.
Yeah, there's barely enough time to get the shots you do need. There's really no time to get the shots you don't need, and he didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
So, how prepared were you with handling those diamonds and doing all those jeweler things?
I know some went missing. It had nothing to do with me, I swear. The insurance company came to me, several other security people. I had nothing to do with it. So I'm going on record now.
Well, you went on record on Monday because you said you didn't even look at a diamond for your wife because you were putting all your money into the new house.
That's correct.
So you're clean.
The house finished?
The house is finished. You got to come by and see it.
I would
It's
love
lovely.
to, yeah.
It's
The house was not finished when we were working in Chicago, so
correct.
now
I was
it's
complaining. I was kvetching all the time about the problems with the house, but now it's done. It's wonderful, and you got to come by and see it, my
I'd
dear
love to,
son,
yeah.
my young son.
yeah.
You know,
The
and if
compost heap, it's
Yeah,
there.
I got 4 compost bins and heaps.
well, you know, and if you can't get there quick enough, go to his website because he's got a beautiful tour of the house, a video on his website.
Tour, that's correct.
And it's
Wow, look at you.
wonderful. I'm still fascinated about the 12-inch thick walls with the 6 steel, 2 insulation, and 4 more steel.
They're going to be doing more of that in the future, building houses with thicker walls and better insulation. Just makes them more energy efficient. So there'll be more passive solar design, more stuff like this, and high-end homes like the one I'm in, medium homes, and small homes. They'll be doing more. You'll see more of it. Really will.
So I got to know. So with Ed on set, what was the carbon footprint like for all of you? Did you catch
Very
them
low.
doing
we
wasteful
would walk
things?
to work. We would carpool. We would take the MTA, not the CTA.
Mm-hmm.
See how I'm so
He'd
California.
Always, he'd always bring his water cylinder. He would never
That's
use
right.
any of the plastic
What a
water
memory
bottles.
you have.
Everything.
I'm
Yeah,
impressed.
it's a steel trap. Yeah, I mean, and he just he does wherever he goes, he raises awareness about the environment, but not in like a preachy, obnoxious way. Just in a way that this is what I do, and if you'd like to learn about it, ask questions. And I did. I learned about the Vault car.
That's right. You
yeah,
did. We talked about that at length.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, is that a new one or is that the original one that you had, the car?
I now drive a Nissan Leaf because I
Okay.
have, if I need to go further than that distance of that range and that vehicle, I can borrow my wife's Prius. She has a Prius, and my daughter has a Prius, so I have options to go further distances. But if you're going to buy just one car, as most people are, I recommend people get the Chevy Volt with a V, because then you can go to New York in it if you need, or San Francisco in it, or go around town exclusively on electricity in a city like LA. Best of both worlds.
Well, gentlemen, I can't thank you enough. Again, congratulations on the film. I know you want to go see it for a 3rd time.
Yes.
Yes.
So have fun tonight with your premiere audience.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
so much.
guys.
Yes.